Welcome to Crimson Vault, where true crime is unlocked, one case at a time. Amidst the arid expanse of New Mexico's Elephant Butte Lake, a seemingly ordinary trailer stood isolated under the relentless sun. To passers-by, it was just another mobile home. But within its soundproofed walls lay a chamber of horrors, a meticulously crafted dungeon of depravity. This is the chilling account of David Parker Ray, infamously known as the Toybox Killer. Born in 1939, David Parker Ray's early life was marred by abuse and neglect. Raised by his strict grandparents, he endured a childhood devoid of affection. Sporadic visits from his alcoholic father introduced him to sadomasochistic pornography, seeding dark fantasies that would fester into adulthood. By his teenage years, Ray was already sketching detailed diagrams of torture devices, laying the groundwork for his future atrocities. Concealed within his trailer, Ray engineered a torture chamber he dubbed the Toy Box. This 22-foot-long mobile dungeon was soundproofed and equipped with an array of devices designed for pain and control. From whips and chains to surgical instruments and a modified gynecological chair, every element was meticulously arranged to fulfill his sadistic desires. A mirror mounted above the chair forced victims to witness their own suffering, amplifying their torment. Upon regaining consciousness, Ray's victims were greeted not by a person, but by a chilling audio recording. In a calm, detached tone, Ray detailed the horrors they would endure, stripping them of hope and instilling paralyzing fear. This psychological manipulation was a calculated move to break their spirits before the physical torment began. Ray often targeted those on society's fringes: sex workers, runaways, individuals less likely to be missed. Yet, amidst the despair, some found the strength to escape. Their harrowing tales shed light on the atrocities hidden within the toy box, bringing a semblance of justice to the countless silenced voices. Before we reveal the daring escape that finally cracked this case wide open, ask yourself, how many more victims never made it out? The horrors you're hearing about were hidden in plain sight for years, camouflaged behind a trailer and a smile. And it gets darker. If this story has you hooked like it has us, tap that like button to help bring these hidden truths to light. Subscribe to Crimson Vault for more chilling deep dives into the minds of real-life monsters. And don't forget to turn on notifications. You won't want to miss what's coming next. There's more to uncover. So let's continue. In March 1999, Cynthia Vigil seized a fleeting opportunity to escape her captors. Naked and bound, she fled the trailer, seeking refuge and ultimately leading authorities to Ray's den of horrors. Her bravery not only saved her life, but also unveiled the monstrous acts committed within the toy box. Within hours of Cynthia Vigil's escape, David Parker Ray and his accomplice, Cindy Hendy, were arrested. What investigators discovered inside the trailer defied belief. Over 1,000 items cataloged as evidence. Videotapes documenting assaults, handwritten diaries describing torture techniques, and a meticulously kept ledger hinting at dozens of victims. Officers, hardened by years in the field, described the scene as the most disturbing of their careers. Despite overwhelming evidence of unimaginable crimes, David Parker Ray never stood trial for murder. Though charged with multiple counts of kidnapping, sexual assault, and torture, he maintained a chilling calm throughout proceedings. In 2002, before his final sentencing, Ray died suddenly of a heart attack in his prison cell. Justice, like so many of his victims, would never fully surface. David Parker Ray once claimed to have murdered over 60 women, yet no bodies have ever been recovered. Investigators scoured Elephant Butte Lake and surrounding areas, uncovering shallow graves and disturbed soil, but nothing definitive. Did he bury them deep in the desert? Dissolve them with chemicals? Or was it all a bluff? The truth, like the victims, remains buried beneath layers of sand, time, and fear. What David Parker Ray left behind was not just a trailer full of tools, but a story of terror that still haunts law enforcement and victims alike. No grave markers, no closure, just echoes of screams and the eerie silence of unmarked land. His legacy forces us to confront an unbearable truth. Real monsters don't always hide under beds. Sometimes they build their own dungeons in plain sight. Subscribe to Crimson Vault. Don't just watch the horror. Expose it. Smash that like button if you believe these victims deserve to be remembered. Drop a comment with the case you think the world's forgotten. We'll dig it up. Share this video. Let the silence end now. This is Crimson Vault, and we're not here to entertain. We're here to disturb the peace.